Hello, my beautiful soul. So, I'm going to talk to you real quick about something that really just got on my mind. And this message right now is strictly for my chosen ones. Okay, there's a siren. Archangel Michael is with us right now. Okay, so I want to talk to the chosen ones, and I want to let you guys know that there is a type of we have such a strong energy and presence and power to us that it's definitely felt in our presence, and our absence is felt as strongly as our presence. Let me say that one more time because I fumbled. Forgive me. You have such a strong energy that your presence will be felt just as intensely as your absence. And I'm quoting a TikTok that I had posted back in 2020. And really, it's very, very true, chosen ones, because when your presence is there, it's very felt. Everyone that's around you, the people that are around you, can feel your energy. They feel you when you walk into the room, they feel you while you are there. Then, once you leave the room, they definitely feel your presence is gone. But let's talk about like when you are your presence in people's lives. When you are in somebody's life, whether this is in a romantic relationship or if this is a friendship or even if it's a family member, when you are very present in their life, your presence is deeply felt. Because you are so giving. You're so giving. You're so loving. You are oh, I didn't even have my lights on while I'm driving. Your presence is felt so strongly that everyone around you that you encounter with feel you. And because of how giving you are, because of how loving you are, and all of the love, the light, the nurture, the generosity, the wisdom that you give to everybody that's in your life, they are benefiting from you being in their life. Baby, you are the prize in anybody's life. You are the blessing in anyone's life. And don't you ever, ever forget that. Because you are the blessing in their life, if people screw up with you and you leave their life, that is their loss. And let me tell you something, chosen ones. Chosen ones, we have this thing where we will give people a second chance, but we will not give you a third. And I personally feel that in some cases, people can be granted a second chance because we got to understand how life works. Sometimes things can happen where you may have like a fallout with somebody, or you may have a disagreement with somebody and words are exchanged, but you got to think, put yourself in another person's shoes. What could have been going on in their life around that time? And if somebody was dealing with something and it was just too much on their plate, and you guys kind of had to like take a break from each other and stuff, and then this person comes back into your life and kind of explains like, yeah, it was just so much going on, but then that's understandable. Or if things happen where like you fall out with a friend or something like that because things are going, you can fall out with a friend for any type of reason or whatever. But I'm digressing. But the point I'm trying to make is we do have a tendency to give people second chances because we are forgiving, because we are empathetic, and we are compassionate, understanding, and we know that we would want someone else to give us a second chance. So we give another person a second chance. But here's the thing. When we give people a second chance, they only have that one last chance with us to do right by us. Because if they screw up and do wrong by us, we are done. It's over with, it's done, and we're gonna be like, you know what? You missed your chance. But let me tell you something, chosen one. If you've ever been in a situation where you friended somebody, or you've been cool with a family member, or you've been in a romantic relationship with somebody, and these people just were not acting right. They weren't acting right. They weren't treating you well. They were basically not reciprocating the same energy that you were giving. They could have been disrespectful to you. They could have been trying to treat you like you're just some regular person. Like they didn't treat you as the way that you deserve to be treated. And when this happens, and you decide to pull your energy back, and you decide to keep some distance from somebody, anytime a chosen one decides to pull their energy back from somebody, it's because they have been given a reason to. It's because these people have done things, they have screwed up in some way in your life. And you're at a point now where you're like, listen, you don't have to be in my life, okay? And if you're gonna be in my life, then there are standards that I have for you to be in my life. My energy is very precious, and I'm not gonna just allow anybody to be in my life, especially if you're gonna treat me this way. So you're like, if these people or this person is gonna treat me this way, I'm gonna just draw my energy back. I'm gonna just fall back. And what happens is when you do fall back, that's when your absence in their life holds such high volume, and it is felt so strongly that you make people self-reflect on what they could have done, because they can be thinking, you know what, why is this person not talking to me? Why did this person fall back? Why did this person just stop talking to me all of a sudden? Why did this person ghost me? Where did they go? What's going on? When that happens, you literally make people self-reflect on what they have done. And this is a really good thing that you have. This is a really strong power that you have. Because you all have such a, and this is why I want you to know how strong your energy is and how amazing your presence is. And this is how, when you come across people that don't necessarily take you being in their life, when they take you being in their life for granted, then that's when they will be faced with that. They'll be faced with the music of like, you know what? If I miss out on this person, I really messed up. I really screwed up. I'm telling you, every single person that you have had to cut off or ghost, or you have had to distance yourself from, I guarantee you, every single time, those people took some time to self-reflect and think, wait a minute, what did I do? What did I do that could have caused this person to want to leave? And I think that's a very powerful thing, because they realize that whatever it is that they were getting from you, when they're no longer getting it, they feel like something is missing in their life. They have this great presence in their life, and then when it's gone, they're like, wait a minute, where did it go? Where did it go? But let me tell you, here it is. Let me tell you, people need to appreciate you while you are in their life. Because a lot of times what happens is, when you have to ghost people, when you have to cut people off, when you have to create some distance between you and another person or some people, whenever that happens, they did not appreciate you while they had you in their life. But once you leave them, then all of a sudden they realize how amazing you truly are, and how much they miss you, and how much they want you back in their life. but it's going to cause them to self-reflect and think, what did I do wrong? And what can I do better to keep these people in my life? It's at a moment where they have an option. They have an option now where if you cut them off the first time, they have one more chance to make it right with you. Well, if they come back into your life, if they genuinely apologize for their wrongs and not just give you a half-ass apology, if they give you a half-ass apology, don't accept it. Don't even accept them back into your life because they clearly don't respect you enough and respect your feelings and care about you enough to apologize sincerely, to want you back in their life, because they don't they don't want you back in their life because they want to build with you. They want you from what they can get from you. And they think, well, if I just breadcrumb her or breadcrumb him and give her this fake apology, maybe she'll allow me back into her life. No, that's not how it works. When a person genuinely apologizes for what they've done and they say, listen, I was wrong, I'm sorry, and they genuinely apologize for the hurt that they've caused you, you can give those people a second chance. I honestly recommend it. But what I will recommend as well is to keep a watchful eye and move a little slower with them. Because listen, we don't want to hold people to their past. And they could, like I said before, they could have messed up then and really self-reflected, and that time apart that you all had, really self-reflected and realized, you know what, I don't want to lose out on somebody like them. Let me get it together. Let me apologize. Let me right my wrongs and let me do better, because the best apology is change behavior. And that's what you have to watch for. You accept their apology, and if you decide to let them back in your life, you ease it in very slowly. You know, if it was happening where you guys were talking every single day, it may not be able to happen when they come back into your life. Or it may have to be, we talk every once in a while. Because you have to test the waters with them. You have to watch their behaviors. You have to watch their actions. And if their actions are completely different and they're a changed person when they come back into your life, still take it slow with them. Take it slow with them, because trust takes forever to build, but it's so easy to lose. And you easily lost your trust with them, so now it's going to take a while for you to build that trust back up with them. But if these people, they apologize and they come back into your life, or if you let them back into your life and they do the same exact behaviors that they did before, cut them off without warning, without conversation. Just completely cut them off, leave them alone, and don't speak to them again. It may seem a little harsh, but listen, be aware of the wolf in sheep's clothing. They're pretending to be a sheep, but they're really a wolf, because why? Wolves devour. Wolves want to eat. Wolves want to kill, steal, and destroy. You know what wolves sound like? Wolf sounds like the damn devil. Wolves are not pleasant creatures. We have all seen Beauty and the Beast. I really hope you all have seen Beauty and the Beast, because it's my favorite Disney movie. And listen, I hope you all have seen it anyway. But the cartoon, not the live action. I really didn't like the live action. I'm digressing again, but I really like the cartoon. So we're talking about the cartoon version, and from 1991. Do you remember when the Beast scared Belle and she fled from the castle, and she's on her horse? She's on the horse. She's going throughout the forest. It's snowing and everything. And you know how she falls into the ice, like she falls onto some thin ice into that water as these wolves are chasing her. And then remember how like the Beast came and like rescued her, and he had to take on all of those wolves at once. Let me tell you, you saw how vicious those wolves were. Those wolves were trying to eat her. They were trying to destroy her. And one part that I just kind of realized recently when I watched this movie was that right before right before the Beast snatches up the wolf and screams, and he growls in his face. Watch that wolf. Watch the one that the Beast grabs, because that wolf was like doing that thing, like, you know how like when an animal was spotting their prey and they do like this slow creep before they jump and attack. That's what that wolf was doing. He was doing this slow creep, and he almost leaped and attacked Belle, but the Beast must have snatched that wolf up so quick, like, you ain't touching my woman. So I love that movie. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that wolves are very vicious creatures. They are not pleasant. And you have wolves. You have people that are like that, people that are like wolves, but they wear a sheep's clothing to pretend that they're soft, to pretend that they're gentle, to pretend that they're super sweet and innocent and pure, when really they are not. And you can have wolves in sheep's clothing trying to come into your life just because they want to steal, kill, and destroy you. They want to steal what you have. They want to destroy your spirit. They want to kill your spirit. They want to kill your dreams. They want to kill all of your passions, everything that you love and care about. They want to just completely kill it. You have to be aware of these people. Because what happens is those wolves in sheep's clothing, they come into your life the first time and they show their true colors, and then you cut them off. And then what they realize is sometimes these people will come back into your life, not because they want to make things better with you, not because they want to make amends, but because they want to continue with their mission. They basically, I was listening to a video, from this one woman on YouTube. Her name is Divine Healing Ministries. I'm not sure what her first name is, but her YouTube name is Divine Healing Ministries. And I will quote what she said, because everything that she was saying is really inspiring, this audio here. And she was saying that some people like the enemy can come into your life, and people can come into your life to finish what they started. They want to come in to finish what they started. And when these people, and she is amazing, I love her. If you're listening to this right now, I salute you, my queen. And it's so true. And I want to piggyback off of what she said about they want to finish what they started. Where when these people, these wolves in sheep's clothing, when they want to come into your life, they want to come into your life because they see you shining. They see you blessed. They see you abundant. They see you living your freedom, living your best life, thriving, not surviving, living, not existing. They see you living such a wonderful life. They see you with accolades, with accomplishments, with great things, great influence. And what they want to do is they want to come in here and knock you off your pedestal. And they will do anything that they can to knock you off that pedestal. If that's coming in here to sabotage you and get you to venture off your path and get you to do something that is not even aligned with where God has ordained you to be. But they'll come into your life and try to develop your trust and then talk to you and ask you certain questions, fishing for information, to use it against you only to lead you astray. No. Or what they can do is they can come into your life and just be a distraction, where they just want all of your energy. They see all of this energy that you're giving out to the world. Like, you could be a person that you give so much to, whatever it is that you do. And they want to come into your life and they want to just distract you. The distractions are the people that want to hit you up every single day. They want to talk to you all the time. They're constantly hitting you up. Those people are distractions. Because they feel, if I can have the attention that she gives or he gives, if I can have their attention on me, their attention is not on their purpose. Their attention is not on what they're supposed to do. They want to distract you. And what happens is when you realize how much these people are trying to sabotage you or distract you, and you leave them alone, when they try to come back into your life because they miss the energy that you were giving, they feel like they didn't accomplish what they were trying to accomplish in their life by trying to destroy you. So they will try to weasel their way back into your life just to do the same old thing all over again. Do not be fooled. Because the first time, like, let's say this is the second time you allow them back into your life. This is the second chance that they've got. When you give them that second chance, the first time they show signs of those red flags, of them doing the same exact thing that they did before, what was the reason for you cutting them off the first time, at that point, you really got to cut them off. Because if you allow them in your life any longer, they're going to continue to do the same thing, and they're going to repeat the same cycle that you had before, and you don't want that. You want to rise up out of that cycle. You want to rise above what you've been through with them. So when you leave people's life, chosen one, they feel it. They may not talk to you, they may not speak to you, but they definitely feel very, very guilty because they feel like they missed out. and they feel like, dang, I really tried to treat this person like they were average. I really tried to just treat this person like how I treat everybody else, thinking that it was going to work, thinking that I was going to be able to do that. But then they soon realized that it wasn't going to work. They soon realized that their tactics of how they wanted to behave and act towards you, they realized that may have worked on everybody else, but it's not going to work on you because you're a different person. You're a real one. You're not superficial like these other people. See, superficial can be superficial with other superficial people, but a superficial person and a real person cannot mix. Because eventually the real one is going to realize this person is very superficial. I got to walk away. And then the superficial one is so fake that they can't even be real. So my advice to you is to be wary of who you allow in your life. Don't allow people into your life so easily. Don't be so trusting. And I know how chosen ones, we have such a spirit of giving, and we are so loving, and we want to give people chances. We want to help heal the world, but we got to be careful. We really got to be careful, because some people will want to be in our lives, but it's not because they actually want to build a friendship with us or they want to build a relationship with us. It's because they want to get something from us, or they want us in their life for their own ulterior motive, whatever it may be. So I'm saying that, 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant. For your adversary, the devil, roams around like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. You have so many people out here. The enemy is working in so many people out here in this world, and they're seeking whom they may devour. And they see a chosen one shining there bright light, walking around, and then it's like that one, and they want to reel you in. You got to be careful. Because although a smiling face and a friendly personality can seem appealing, but when you really get to know them beneath the surface, they probably have so much dark entity to them. They probably have so much coldness within their heart that if you allow them into your life, they are going to just treat you horribly. You can't allow that in your life. You can't allow people into your life that is going to drain you. Also, please, please, please set firm boundaries with yourself. Not with you see how I said self first? Because when you set firm boundaries with yourself, you set them with other people. You have to be very cognizant of your time. How are you spending your time? Spend your time wisely and only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Only agree to do something for somebody or go somewhere with somebody if you absolutely want to go. If it's like a heck yes, hell yes, I want to go. But if it's not a absolute definite yes, don't go, don't do it. Because you don't want to drain yourself and you don't want to put yourself into an environment that you don't even want to be in because you're trying to please somebody else. Sometimes what can happen, chosen ones, is people want to go to certain events, but they don't want to go alone. So they want to go to somebody that they know is kind of always to themselves, because chosen ones, we're independent. We just chilling. We just vibing by ourselves most of the time. So they want to come to us and be like, hey, there's this thing you want to come to this thing with me? You didn't even want to go out of the house that day, but they hitting you up with some plans because they don't want to go alone. And I'm telling you, chosen ones, here's my other advice for you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. And just tell them like, hey, listen, just say, hey, no, thank you. I really don't want to go out tonight. Hey, no, thank you. I'm really not in the mood to go be around people. You got to just let people know the straight up of how you truly feel. Because if you're not being honest with yourself, how can you be honest with other people? And you don't want to displease yourself to please somebody else. That's what you don't want to do. And remember how divine and strong your energy is, and how when you leave, your absence will be felt. So even if it may not seem like it's felt, even if like it looks like they're just living their lives freely, oh, best believe they feel your absence. Best believe they miss you. You know what's crazy is sometimes even your enemies can miss you because enemies have a love-hate relationship with you. They hate you, but they also like you. So these people, they do miss you when you leave their life. They do. And they realize when you leave their life, areas that they need to grow in. And another thing that I want to say as I wrap up is there are some people that are that when you cut them off and you distance yourself, they can self-reflect and be fully aware of what they did, the role that they played on why you walked out. And then you allow them back into your life. And even in that awareness, they still choose to repeat the same behaviors. Why? Because these people do not want to change. They are complacent. They are comfortable. They are content where they are. They are comfortable with uncomfortable. It's comfortable for them, but it's kind of uncomfortable because they're not receiving what they truly deserve and truly desire in a situation. And if people are fully aware of what they're doing and they still do the same thing, you can't give them another chance. Because those people want to be in your life for their own personal gain, for whatever it is. And you are not put here on this earth to be somebody's puppet, to be somebody's dog that they could just play with. No, you're human. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, and you deserve to be respected. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have your energy reciprocated. You deserve to be appreciated. You don't deserve to be around people that are not going to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. I'm telling you, it's okay to cut people off. It's okay to leave people alone. Protect your energy and protect your peace at all costs. You are all you got.